Morning, everybody. Welcome to Stand Together. Day 5. Whether you are watching this live, jump on and say hi. The replay, give me a hashtag replay below and let me know your thoughts of today. We've got a lot to cover off today. And of course, we're going to be doing some Q&A as well. So I've got a really important lesson for you today. Jump on, say hi. Good morning. Great to see everybody that's jumping on right now. Who can I see happening right now? I've got Moo, got Laura, got Pina, got the Bearded CEO, got Nelly, got Mandy, Muscle Therapies. Who else we got hanging out, right? Hey. Good to see you, Sarah. Good to see you, Nick. Hey, Melissa, jump on. Good morning. Welcome. Good to see you, Laura, down at the beach this morning. I see you down there. Jeffrey, good to see Louise, as usual. Jump on, give me a good morning. Hey, how you guys doing? Good morning. Welcome to another Stand Together, day 5. You can believe it, day 5. I promise you one of these days I'm going to write day 6, and day 6 was yesterday, or day 8, and day 8's tomorrow. That will happen, just so you know, at some point, because I got to remember just before it. Is this day 8? Is this day 6, right? Jump on, say good morning. Great to see you. And listen, I hope you're taking a lot from this, and thank you so much for the bunch of you that I've seen being sharing this on your story and tagging friends in this. That really is sharing, caring. We all know so many people out there that definitely need to hear this message, and I'm doing my bit to get this out there and promote that and let people know I'm going live every morning to take something from this. And I love to see that so many of you doing your bit as well to go out there and share this and tag friends in it, and not let the information stop with you. Not let the inspiration, the information, the dedication to be here stop with you. So great to see so many of you are jumping on and doing that and sharing this in this challenging time. This is not a normal time. This is a challenging time for a lot of people, and there's people out there that are being challenged, and the challenge could be because they're growing so rapidly and quickly, and they're saying, how the hell do I keep up with this growth? And the challenge for others can be, I'm not growing rapidly and quickly. It's really challenging for me right now, and I'm not making as much income as I want to, and I'm one of the 16 million that are locked down, and some have just been released, and some are still in there. It's like prison, isn't it, right? Some of the Brisbane have just come out, but then Cairns have just gone back in. So this is a game we're playing right now. This game that we're playing right across Australia is that we are going to have in and out of restrictions. We are going to have days where we're feeling amazing and days where we're not, and everything in between. Because let me tell you, stress from growth and expansion and empire building can be challenging just as much as what the opposite can be when you have to shut your doors. And it's challenging to think about that if you've never been in that situation before, but having experienced both sides of that, having experienced the growth and having experienced the decline, I can tell you that can both be challenging as well. So I love that you're here and love that you're sharing. So look, today I've got a really simple but powerful lesson for you, and then I really want to talk about, I want to get to some Q&A for you, and again, the question and answer can be about whatever you want. That's what this is about today. So some of the challenges, some of the things I want to share with you today, there's something that really changed my mind a long time ago. It was this piece that really shifted for me once I understood this. And it was the idea about the mindset that I needed to have to be an empire builder, right? And one of the elements of being an empire builder. Now, what is an empire builder? Let's not dramatize this, right? You don't have to think and go, okay, Richard Branson is an empire builder. Absolutely, but he's a whole different level to any of us, right? He's a whole different level, right? I'm talking about if you've got one business, how do you make 2? If you've got one business, how do you get more than one income stream? Like right now you sell online. Well, congratulations, but that's one income stream, right? Or maybe you sell face-to-face. Well, congratulations, that's another income stream. But there's 11 plus income streams that you can master in every business. So this is about building multiple businesses and multiple streams of income in those businesses. And the reason why I love this so much is that you can control it, right? You can't control if there's construction next door to your house that's approved by council and it's causing a huge issue and it's lowering the price of your home. You can't change the fact that they put zoning on a school in your area, or they change that zone. You can't change those things. So there's a lot of things about property, shares. You can't control the shares unless you own a massive chunk of the business. So the reason I love business so much and I talk about it is because it's a thing you can control. When there's downsides, you can control it. When there's upsides, you can control it. But almost every other asset out there besides yourself, which is the number one asset, you can't control. I love things that I can control. I can control me. I can control business. I can't really control property. Can't really control shares. I can't really control the price of commodities. But I can control what happens in my businesses, and I can control what happens within my mind and my brain. This is the reason why I do what I do, right? So one of the things I learned along my lesson, and all of my lessons, is this idea about resources versus resourcefulness. And that very slight tweak of a word and meaning changed the game for me. I'll give you some examples of this. So a lot of people, they say to themselves, things like, I don't have something, right? Like, I don't have something, right? I don't have money. I don't have a team. I don't have the best product. I don't have followers. I don't have great reviews. I don't have a budget. I don't have a mentor. I don't have support from my family. I don't have, and all these things that they say. Whereas I think if you just shift your mind around from I don't have to how do I get, you will start to use a different part of your brain on all of those equations. Think about it, right? If you say something like, I don't have any money, so I can't hire somebody. I can't hire somebody. And you start to say, okay, how do I get a team member to join me? How do I get? What happens to your brain just thinking about that? Just think about that. Have you said that to yourself, right? What happens to your brain just thinking about that? For me, my brain goes, who could I partner with? Contra with? Could I create a deal for? Could I borrow somebody else's resources in their business and pay them back in some way? Like, do they have a receptionist that can maybe help me maybe for 5 hours and I pay him back in some other? Straight away, my brain goes to, how do I get something? Not I don't have. And it's a very simple, critically important lesson around resourcefulness, right? I'll give you a bigger example, right? Elon Musk, one of my business partners. I'm a private investor in SpaceX, which is a private company looking to IPO in the next couple of months. One of the things I love about Elon, right? There's many things I love about Elon and this craziness. One of the things I love about Elon is this. He will go to want to build more and more and more cars in Tesla, right? So he'll go out there and he'll say, okay, I want to go build a ton of cars. I want to go out there and launch a brand new car. And have you noticed he's pushing out cars very quickly. Now, yes, Tesla does okay in shares, but Tesla's down. I know because I looked at it this morning because I have Tesla shares too. Tesla's still down about 2% on trading yesterday, and I think about 8% overall in the last 9 months. So what that means, right? What that means is that yes, he can raise money, but you've got to think about this more creatively. You might have seen Elon has gone out there and launched a few cars, like 2 different cars, like he did the truck, maybe he did SUV and a bunch of things. Now, here's his strategy. Now, pay attention to this. This is a billionaire, one of the richest people in the world. Listen to his strategy. He goes out there and he finds a couple of $1 million. Now, that's like chump change for him. So let's just put it into your perspective. Imagine you found $100. He goes out there and finds it, $4-5 million, and he goes and builds a prototype of a car, right? So that's his equivalent to your $100. Literally. He goes out there and he builds a prototype. So imagine you go out there and you build, I don't know, a little fucking prototype of something you want to sell, whatever. Costs you hardly anything to do. You get it done, you put it together, you build it in your country, here in Australia, if you're watching this abroad, because I know a bunch of you are watching from all over the world right now. And he does that. And he then goes out there and does a huge marketing launch, Steve Jobs style, right? And he goes out there and says, okay, I'm building this car. Look at it. It's fucking amazing. You're going to get one. It's going to be retailed at, 50,000 US. And listen, the first 250,000 people to put down $100 deposit on this car will have first dibs. First dibs. Doesn't mean you have to buy it. You've got first dibs. So then he goes, within seconds, 250,000 people put down $100 deposit. Now do the math. That's $25 million in under 30 seconds. Now, that's not you don't build cars that way, but pay attention, right? Then he has $25 million deposit and 250,000 customers, of which, even if only half buy it, a quarter buy it, he's still got a huge amount of people that want to buy that car. He then turns around to the banks, right? He turns around to the banks, or he turns around to some of the family offices that he has invested, and he says, look, I've got 250,000 orders and I've got $25 million deposit and I'm fucking Elon Musk. Let's build this thing. And then you have Tesla. Other people, Ford, Mitsubishi, Honda, everybody, They go and spend all of their money trying to build a car and slowly releasing this every 10 years. He goes out there and releases a car like it's like every fucking Christmas, three times on Sundays. Why? Because he says, how do I do this? When you rock up to the bank with 250,000 fucking orders and $25 million deposit, and you say, listen, I need you to give me some money because I need to go and build me some trucks. They say, yes, sir, 3 bags full, sir. Would you like anything else, sir? Elon understands resourcefulness. It's not about resources. Now, this is a guy that can afford it, but he's fucking smart. He understands resourcefulness, right? Why can't you be more resourceful? What are the things that you can do to be more resourceful? How can you be more resourceful? You see how I did that? How can you be more resourceful, right? What are the things that you can do to be more resourceful right now, whether in lockdown? Okay, you're in lockdown. Go and fucking cry in the corner, then get back up there and go and find something you can do. If you're doing really well, like, oh my gosh, business is exploding, I can't keep up with it. Well, go and exchange those problems with somebody else that doesn't have their doors open right now. Wherever you're at right now, whatever the spectrum you're on right now of stability or instability or growth and empiring and whole shit, how do I pay for my bills? Whatever you may be, right? Where are you right now? Right? Are you going all in? And do you understand the differences of resourcefulness versus resources? I could talk for days on the ability about being resourceful. I had to be resourceful. I have to be resourceful all the time. I might have the ability to get into some bigger deals than what I did years ago, but I still have to go out there and go, okay, I want to get into a bigger deal than I normally can get into. What am I going to do now? Because somebody else's $100 could be my 1,000. Somebody else's 1,000 could be somebody else's 10,000. Somebody's 10,000 could be their million. But you still have to be resourceful. You just have to be resourceful. Stop saying, I don't have and start saying, how do I? How do I get it? So go out there and think about today. What ways can you be resourceful? Like, what can you do? List some ways you can be resourceful. Like, even just there when I was thinking, okay, right, if I didn't have, what skill or what can I do? What can I do to go out there and grow my business? What are the things that I can do to get some help? I don't have the money to be able to do that. Right, go ahead in the comments. Someone give me a skill that they have in their business. Go and give me a skill. Someone give me a skill, right? Give me a skill. Someone give me a skill that they have. Give me a skill. Go. Someone give me a skill, right? Give me a skill, right? Give me what your skill is. Go on. Give me anything. Whatever you're good at. Give me a skill. Someone give me a skill in those comments, right? What do you got? Give me a skill. I want to show you something live. Give me a skill. Go on. Someone give me a skill down here, right? Whatever it may be, a skill that you have. Video editing, right? I have any idea who you are. Video editing. Okay. Burnett6882. Let's say you're a video editor and you have a video editing business and you need to go out there and you need to grow your business. Okay. You can go out to a business and say, listen, I know you have 10 team members in admin. I want to exchange you 5 hours of one of your team members admin to do my emails for me. And I'm going to do video editing for you every single week. Boom, no money exchanged. Louise, marketing. Do exactly the same that I just said. Moo, sales skills. Same thing I just said, right? What are the skills that you have? Teaching, whatever it may be. Take the fucking skill you have and go out there and say, okay, how can I exchange this for something to go out there and get something that I need? I don't have the $25 an hour to pay that team member. Okay, but what can you do? If you can afford the money, go and spend the money, right? But if you're saying you can't be resourceful, I just took somebody's random skill and showed you a way to go and leverage that and get a team member. You could go do that to every company you can find. Go find another small business that can back you. Listen, video editor, you want to go out there and say, or marketing, right? You want to go out there and say, I want to get an office. Okay, I'm going to go find somebody who's got an office. I'm going to give them $1,000, $2,000 worth of free marketing advice every single month. And I want you to give me a 2x2 fucking office inside of your complex. Free office space. I'm going to give you some marketing. You can't afford an office space? Be resourceful. Think about it. Think about where your brain is right now. Just listening to me give you real-time, by the way, not fucking contrived, real-time advice, what actually works, because this is what I had to do when I was trying to build my empire. This is the same thing I had to do. I didn't have money. I didn't have resources. I didn't have a degree. I did 6 months of a certificate at fucking Chisholm TAFE. I thought it was uni, by the way. That's another story. Of Chisholm TAFE that sucked because I was being taught by people that never run fucking businesses. But I didn't know anything from it. I walked away with nothing. I walked away with nothing. I had to learn and learn and learn and learn. Learn, right? To listen to me. Be resourceful. Don't bitch and complain about where you are at right now. If you're saying, oh, Aaron, I've got a really good business right now, but Aaron, I don't know how to raise capital. I don't have any money. And the banks, stop going to the banks to ask for money if you can't get money, right? Hit up the rich person sitting there. Go find somebody hanging out on just a weekday, right, that should be working, and go out there and say, listen, what do you do? How come you're chilled out on a Tuesday at 10 o'clock here right now? Do you have a business? What do you do? Are you an investor? Go and connect, network with people, net worth with people. Go find an investor. Don't say, oh, the banks didn't lend to me. Oh, my partner won't let me draw down for my mortgage. Oh, I can't. It's so easy to do this if you start thinking like this. And listen, when it comes to building empires, what's going to really blow your mind is when I show you how to build those empires without having any money. But that's not today's lesson. Look at all you guys. Manicure, fucking nursing, gardening, Pilates. Why can't you? Do you know what I mean? Why the fuck can't you? By the way, can I get an amen in the comments for people that like when I prove shit works live? How many people do these videos and don't even interact or do this stuff live? Do you love when I prove shit works live? Give me an amen. Give me a yes in the comments. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Chisholm fucking TAFE, let me tell you. Now where was it? Berwick. The Bezoar. Do you know what I mean? Does that help? I hope it helps. If it doesn't help, you're not listening. But if somebody else needs to hear this, like I told you, share it. Let them know. Be here. This is not for my benefit. I'm doing all right. Right? This is for your benefit and their benefit, right? Doing all good. This is for your benefit and their benefit. Maybe someone needs to watch this, right? This is the reason why so many people are watching this right now and get involved, right? Get involved, right? Hey, listen, question time, right? Question time. What do you guys got? What questions you got? Anything, could be about this, could be about something else. Let me know. And yes, thank you so much. I am watching those that are sharing this, and they're sharing it on your Instagram stories and tagging friends in this. Once I finish this video, it goes live on Instagram and of course on Facebook. Loving it. Hey, so listen, what questions you got? Throw me some questions, whatever it may be. Go ahead. I've got a couple of minutes to be able to do some questions right now. Give me some questions. Oh, I might even lay back on this one. Ugh. What you got? Give me some questions. Give me some questions, or I'm just going to talk to myself. Go. Give me some questions. What do you got? Oh, maybe I missed the questions. Hold on. You guys are all writing in there as well. What you got? Yep. Let me scroll back. Don't make me fucking scroll. Even my students know. They send me emails I have to scroll. I am not happy. Bullet point that shit out. Okay, what questions you got? Here we go. Okay, I found some. All right. What has challenged you the most in my journey? What has challenged me the most in my journey? I would think probably, if I broke that up, candid. If I broke that up for me, what's challenged me the most in my journey is probably earlier on. It was not believing in backing myself as much and kind of feeling like I was the crazy one, because I was like, let's build businesses. Let's build empires. I literally posted about building an empire when I had like one business, maybe two. I'm like, let's build empires. There's a famous post that I did. I'll try and find it. I talk about it at some of my events. And literally only one person liked that photo, and that was me. No one else liked it. Not one person. So that would have been me. That would have been my probably most challenging thing then. And then I think for me, I think it is making sure that I'm blending everything in my life to make sure it works. And I'm always happy with who I am becoming and what I'm doing. That's probably the other end of it. But the first end was just probably the most challenging thing was backing me and not having the right people around me, and not having people to, just not having people to be able to be in my corner, really. Because I didn't have this. I didn't have mentors like this early on. I had little mentors here and there, but no one really clicked with me and gave me everything I needed kind of in one place. That was challenging. Next questions. I think you're going to say, will you be attending Empire Mastery? Do you know who I am? Of course I'll be fucking attending Empire Mastery. There ain't no Empire without me. I'll be there. I can't wait to see you at Empire Mastery. Yes, you will be attending. That's what happens when I read the question wrong. What tools, dashboards do you use? Yeah, look, I use lots of different dashboards. So, and again, this is not an endorsement because they're not paying me, so I'm not going to endorse them. If I use Keep, Infusionsoft for a couple of my businesses, which are great, but also have real headaches about them as well. They can link to like a Graphly dashboard. I use Monday in some companies, Asana in some companies, Slack in some companies. They give me a dashboard. So you've got to find one that really suits you. If you can't, then you've got to look at getting something more customized. And if you want more customized, reach out to like Lime Intelligence, Carly and Matt. They'll look after you up in Vegas. What else? How can I come work for you? Yeah. Well, we're always recruiting, right? Send us your CV. DM me. Send me your CV. I'm always looking for some good people. All right. When you have about 3 big ideas, new business, how do you focus on getting one done? So Jennifer, I have something called a new business idea checklist. It's inside one of these little courses that I have. If you want to know more about that, it's a little course that I do online. Just DM me and I'll share it with you. But you need a process to go through to work out which one's a good one. Time management. I have good people around me. I delegate all the shit out that I don't want to do. Anything that I don't want to do, anything that is not allowing me to be in my creative genius zone, my space where I'm best, I'll farm that right out, and that helps me to manage my time to be doing things I need to be getting done. And I have all the other stuff, your checklists and all that kind of stuff I need to get done. Probably take 1 or 2 more questions. You're welcome. Yes, Limelight are designing your dashboard. This is true. It's not a little course. It's a big course. Everything's fucking cool. VJ in your checklist. Poor VJ. Your checklist. I put him through. Yeah, I've used Notion too. Poor VJ in your checklist. You had to destroy about 15 business ideas. Okay, next. Loving your work. I'm starting my own business in auto repairs. What do you think is missing for auto repair industry coming from a consumer point of view? Yeah, look, I think that you've got one of those industries, and I love you getting started in something that you have a huge opportunity to make a ton of money and do really, really well. And I think that you're in a peripheral, which means that a peripheral is an industry where people aren't really focused right now on that industry, and it's right for disruption, it's right for innovation, it's right for change. So if you pay attention to what I teach you, come to Empire Mastery, learn about that. And if you're not, DM me as well, I can talk to you about that. And you definitely in your industry where if you nail your marketing, you nail your sales properly, you nail your service and your brand, your delivery, and then I would be really looking to scale. In your industry, I would be absolutely looking to scale. I think that that industry is right for a really good franchise too here in Australia. Love if you're in Australia, love what you're doing. Though I think that I love when a peripheral comes up and takes on what I teach, because you're going to crush it. I want to be a professional on Instagram. If you have to be a professional on Instagram, you got to ask, what do you want to be a professional on Instagram, right? There's no point in being, famous for nothing. I think that you got to work out the niche you want to be in, go out there and share what it is you want to do and keep building. I've been at it for 15, 16 years now, and I'll keep at it, so work out what you want to be when it comes to Instagram or any of the social media platforms as well. What else we got? Wedding industry advice. I thought you said wedding advice. My wedding advice, let me give you a piece of wedding advice. If you're going to get married, don't eat when everyone else is sitting down eating. Everyone wastes like 45 minutes of their 3.5 hours at wedding sitting down eating with the bridal party. I didn't sit down at all at my wedding. I literally took a little bit of steak from behind the counter and just walked around and enjoyed the moment with everybody. Don't waste 45 minutes eating steak. You might say it's okay for you, Aaron, but my wife hadn't eaten anything for 10 hours or whatever. Eat so you don't faint, but then just go and enjoy yourself when you're there. There you go. Wedding industry advice, same thing. You're about to come off into a massive boom. I think you're about to come into a massive boom of everything from male, female weddings, because you've not had that. It's been suppressed for a long time. A lot of people have waited. And then, of course, the boom in the industry from same-sex marriages as well. So I think that, you know, if you can nail that right and get the right team, the right people, you should see a huge push. 2022 will be a massive year for wedding industry. Same as travel. What's the best dashboard for online sales? Look, if you're using if you're using ClickFunnels or if you're using Shopify, they're pretty good. But you can pull that data out as well and put into your CRM. And then depending on your CRM, depends on what dashboard will speak to it as well. What else are the questions you got? Yeah, great. Awesome. Yeah, Melissa, the short courses are awesome. Start, build, grow, scale, and they're really cool. They all really work together as well. And then make sure you book yourself in for a live with me too. Cannot wait for Empire Mastery in Brisbane. Me too. Fingers crossed. I think we should be fine for Brisbane next month. But I can't wait. We've got an Empire Mastery in Brisbane, Empire Mastery in Sydney, Empire Mastery in Melbourne, and you have my word that we will run those immediately when we can. I'm going to be running those for you, so hang in there and come and hang out with me every day till we can go and fucking crush it. But this is a great way to get ready for these events too, by the way. Wedding advice, choose wisely. Yes, that goes without saying. When you're collaborating with someone that don't know personally 100% aligns with your goals and values, what legal stuff do you need? Look, I think you always need to have a legal agreement if you're doing a partnership of any sort. I don't give a shit if you're your best friend or you're married to them. You have to have some kind of legal agreement around partnerships. If you personally don't vibe with that person or you don't align with their values, then most collaborations and business partnerships that are profitable last longer than a marriage. So that's just a reality to tell you that, because most marriages last 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, something like that. So, you know, if you're good relationship, it should be lasting a lot. How long has McDonald's worked with Village Cinemas to go out there and make the McHappy Meal with the fucking shit on the front of the side of it? Longer than anyone at McDonald's, and Village is probably married to their spouse, hypothetically. Australian-made organic health products. Your thoughts, please. Love it. Just find your bank zone. If you don't know what a bank zone is, DM me. Can't wait for Brisbane. Yes, I'm excited. Everyone's coming to Empire Mastery. Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane. Can't wait for all of that. It's gonna be a lot of fun for you guys. So listen, thanks for hanging out for Stand Together. Have a massive day for you getting out there crushing it. And much love for you guys. Go and implement. Go do that. How can I implement today? Right? How can I have what I want? How can I implement today? All right, much love to you guys. I'll see you tomorrow for Stand Together, day number 6. Let's do this. Let's get sharing this message, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.